Hi my beauties, my name is Jan Benham from Purèz Cosmetics, and today I thought I'd give a little tips on what not to do when applying makeup, and I thought I'd focus on 5 things that seem to be common errors. So I'm joined today by my friendly dog. I don't know if you can see her. Come here, come here, come here Kiki, come here. She's lying behind, but she might show her face when she's ready. So what I thought I'd talk about first of all is inadequate skincare. So first of all, I believe less is best for skin. We don't want to overload the skin with too many products. So I generally, in the evening, I just cleanse my face, make sure I have no makeup on, then I tone. And depending on my skin, I either put moisturizer on or I don't. It all depends on my skin at the time. But in the morning, what I do, you don't have to do a cleanse again. But I just usually tone my face. It's so refreshing to have the toning lotion on or the cucumber hydrosol on your face in the morning, especially around your eyes. And then I like to make sure my skin is well hydrated. So I use 2 products. One is the phytotherapy cream. Now, this cream normally works fine for me. I'm just taking a little bit out right now. But at the moment, my skin is a little under par, so I am just adding a touch of the ultra firming gel, which is a seaweed extract, and I mixed in with the cream. And I make sure I apply it to my neck because that's really the area that seems to need the help. You can apply around the eyes and the rest of the face. It feels refreshing, it smells divine, and it completely rehydrates the face and also protects the face as well from the elements. That is the algae. You don't need to apply serums and everything else beforehand, but that is my philosophy. You might find a particular product that really works on your skin, and if it works, go for it. Nothing is written in gold. Now, I thought what I'd do, I would apply, look next at the eyebrows. So I have 2 eyebrow pencils. One is a taupe and one is a dark eyebrow. Now I don't have very many eyebrows, so I thought I'd apply the dark side or the bad side here. So I'm going to apply the dark eyebrow pencil right here. Hey Kiki. Kiki. So this is the dark eyebrow pencil. I'm going to apply it pretty much. I'm also going to take it a little bit further down than one should do. Hey, do you want to show your face? Hey. Now I'm going to get my eyebrow pencil. This is much lighter, it's a taupe colour, and I'm going to apply this. And I'm going to apply it sparingly. This is about the lightest eyebrow, This is about the lightest eyebrow pencil you can possibly get. So this is the difference. I've just gone to here on this eyebrow and I've gone further down on here, and it's much darker on this side. Now, for the face, I'm going to apply this. Mistake number 3 is applying too thick a foundation, trying to cover everything up with foundation and product. And on the good side, I'm just going to cover up what I need to cover up and do a minimal foundation, if any at all. So first of all, what I thought I'd get is, on the bad side, I'm going to just get a concealer, so a real concealer, and I'm going to apply it right underneath the eyes. And yes, it lightens up everything. On this side, I'm not going to do anything at the moment. I'm just going to apply a foundation here. Now I'm going to use a primer. I'm not going to tell you the names, but I'm just going to generally use a generic primer that works. And I'm going to prime my skin with this product, with a silicone based product. I'm not going to go down my neck for now. Now the biggest problem I find with this, it drags the skin an awful lot, which you don't really want to be doing on, you know, you don't really want to be pulling your skin around, but that's the way it goes. So that's the primer. You can see things are starting to take place. Now on this side, I've got a little real frog in my throat. I'm going to use my Brighten Up concealer just in the areas that need, this is a yellow corrector, and I'm just going to use it in the areas that, and it's a powder, in the areas that I think need correcting. So just a little bit here, a little bit on my nose here. And I do have a brown spot just here, a small one. So I'm just going to put that over there. And I'm just going to put this over anywhere that I would use as a primer. So underneath here, but not underneath the eyes. So I'm not going directly underneath. I'm just going here and on the upper cheekbones here. I'm going to use a little on here. And possibly a little here too. I'm just going to massage that area. So that's the only priming I am doing. Now I'm going to get a liquid foundation that I happen to have here, and I'm going to apply a little bit on my hand. I'm going to get a foundation brush, and I'm just going to get a little bit, and I'm going to put the foundation all over. And again, this is a silicone based foundation with dimethicone in. Now, on this side, I'm just going to use just going to use minimal foundation. So this is one of my favorite foundations here. And I'm just going to use it a little bit on here. And just a little, not too much, just a little bit on my face. I'm not even really applying that much. Very small amount. I really don't find, I want my skin to breathe. So just a little bit, allowing the dewiness of the hydrated skin to show through. So you start to see the difference in the sides here. And what we do need to do on this side, because it's a foundation, liquid, we do have to put a powder on top. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of a loose powder on top. Just to give it a little bit of a kind of a, I suppose, sense it's not going to run anywhere. So that makeup is not going to move at all. So this is my foundation side with the veil on, the concealer on, and the foundation, liquid foundation, and a loose powder on top. This side is just a little corrector where I feel it needs correcting, and just a little bit of foundation where I feel it needs it.